Hey, hey, all my crafty friends. I am with you for my first project back with Tracy Reed. I am so excited to be back on Tracy Reed's design team. I had to take a little bit of a hiatus for a year when I got my new job and just figure out life a little bit. Not that I feel like I figured it out, but I have missed it so much. I haven't been scrapbooking as much, and I think being on a design team, first of all, I've just missed her designs. Oh, every time she'd put out a new one, I'm like, oh, I need that. So I would get it anyways and just keep it in my files. So when she did her call, I was like, hey, if you would like to have me back, I would love to be back, but understood if she didn't. But she did. Yay. So we are starting off with Grit and Grace. Honestly, this is the best time for a design team to start. You're starting in the holidays. You're starting in October and November, my best time of year. And I am still working on October daily of 2024. So that is what you're seeing here. This is not my 2025. I haven't even laid hands on that album yet. We'll get there. But yeah, so this is that. This is our trip to the orchard. If you have been with my channel enough, you know that we take this trip every year. Pretty much. We didn't this year though. We went to a new one. So that was different. But yeah, so we do this every year with my kids and my sister's kids. And I get the infamous picture by the little apple that I've gotten pretty much ever since my little guy has been born, and my oldest has been like 1. He's now 17. Well, about to be 18. So yeah, definitely tradition. We didn't do it this year, but we still got our picture, just in a different location, and that's okay. All right, so this one I just printed off her plaids. If you know me or know anything about me with Tracy's, that is probably what I miss the most is her plaids. Her plaids just speak to my heart. So started off with a plaid, did a grid of 4, which is not something that I do a lot, but I think I need to start. I would size down my pictures just a smidgen if I did this again. They were a bit bigger than I expected. I think I did them 2.5 by 2.5. So I would probably go down to 2 and 2. Just because I just didn't have quite enough space at the bottom. I put this little journaling card at the bottom for my journaling. A lot of this stuff I just printed right on sticker paper so that I could put it down instead of my matte photo paper that I usually print out on. As you can see here, I'm pretty much cutting everything by hand. But again, for the most part, I'm usually cutting it out on my silhouette. I think I was just trying to save paper at this point, which is something that I do a lot. And when there are straight lines, I will just fussy cut them out. So, and a lot of this was just straight lines. Nothing that I had already cut out my hearts and my flowers and all that kind of stuff on a different piece of paper, as you can see right there. All the numbers also. This kit does come with numbers all the way to 30, as she does intend this to be more of like a thankful 30 kit maybe, which I tried once and never got through. Doing 3 daily projects in 3 months is just not feasible for me. As you can see, I barely get through one since this is last year. Okay, you're just seeing me cut this full page picture. I loved this picture of me and my boys. It wasn't the best lit picture. It was some very harsh lighting. So I fixed it as much as I possibly could. My sister was taking this, so I couldn't control the lighting too much, but I loved this picture, and so I made it full page. You know, I love full page photos, and we're just going to put a nice cluster of flowers and a little tag up above. I think I'm on the back side of a full page spread. As you can see, almost it's literally every other story pretty much has a full page spread. So I am going to put these together. I think I'm checking sizes. They came out of my printer wonky, unfortunately, so I was trying to make it work. I don't think that I ended up being able to make it work, so I reprinted, I think, at some point. When I am putting pictures back to back, since it has been a while since I've been on here, and there might be some new people, I will use double-sided tape instead of a tape roller, just because tape rollers are expensive and I'm cheap. So I will use double-sided tape. I will link the double-sided tape that I get below. I believe I just get it on Amazon. I think that's where this one came from. But I will link everything below for you, including her kit that is coming out today. So definitely go check it out. It is such a good one. I mean, I know I say that on every one, but guys, gosh, every single kit, I swear. All right, we're going to put a little cluster down here. But as you can see, when I am putting down just one or two things, I am using a tape roller. And as good as I was getting last when I was scrapbooking all the time with my clusters, I've probably lost a little bit of that. So we're still working on getting clusters. I'm not the best at putting clusters together. There's so many other amazing scrapbookers that can put just cluster. I mean, they can just cluster their little hearts out, I swear. So many good sentiments in this one. This is definitely a great kit for feeling grateful and trying to not trying to make it light, but just, this heavy world that we're living in right now. Just trying to remember the small things in life that, definitely make our lives larger, pretty much. Oh, there was a mistake in here. I don't know if I cut it out or not, but I definitely punched holes on the wrong side of my paper. So I put the holes back. I put them back in from my paper punch. You'll see me do this. And normally, if I've done this, I haven't already put them together, and I can put a piece of tape behind there and you will never even notice it. Unfortunately, this time I had already taped them together. So I put a little tape on each side, and we force those right together. All right, there's our spread. Look at that. My first spread back. Well, yeah, back. All the other videos you've seen, I probably had done at a earlier time. This album is actually coming along quite well at this point. I think I'm on day 11 with 12 done already. I have a foundation page ready for 13. There's a few days in there that I'm going to be skipping just because things did not happen every day in October last year. Because again, like I said, I was working, and right before this, you're going to see, I think in this album, unfortunately, I had gotten into a little accident with Bambi and smashed my vehicle. So a lot was happening with that, and the days were crazy. So there was just a few days that just nothing happened. I also have older kids, so, doing all the arts and crafts and things nowadays just doesn't happen as much as it used to. I used to be able to fill the days full of little arts and crafts and fun snacks to do, and yeah, they're ready to play video games now. And mom doesn't matter anymore. So, these daily albums are definitely getting to be more, big moments and some filler moments, and me finding joy and merry in a lot of my days by myself. All right, so I cut out the part where I was stamping on the craft polka dot white paper, and I stamped these out with Cherry Limeade font by Carrie Bradford. My scrapbooking definitely is where I love to stamp, and then I fussy cut each one of these out of that paper too. So yeah, I cut that out. You didn't need to see all that boredom, but here we are. And I will put these down with a little bit of liquid glue just so that I can move them around a little bit before they are really stuck in place. But this is a picture of a sunset the morning when I'm driving home from taking my kid to the bus. Um, the morning that I got into the altercation with Bambi, unfortunately. So this was my last sunset in that vehicle. Oh, I miss that vehicle. I don't miss the payment, though, to tell you the honest truth. So we were so close to paying that car off. So yeah, so this was just an October morning. Again, like I said, I have a few of these. I think I gotta have like an October morning and an October sunset. Honestly, both are amazing here in Michigan in October, and you get to see both of them without having to wake up super early or go to bed super late, honestly, because of the time. So, look, I couldn't find the E and it was sitting in front of me, and now I cannot find the S. And I'm like, I know, but I had not cut it out yet. It was still in the paper. There we go. October mornings. And we're just going to put a cluster up above. Remember that scrapbooking doesn't have to be, super labor intensive. Cut out a few of your embellishments and cluster them on a full page picture. Especially when you have a gorgeous picture like this. I love it. And it doesn't need much. You don't need a story for this one tells a story. You don't need a story for everyone. All right, guys. So that pretty much is going to wrap it up. But we're going to put this in our album. I have plenty more coming for you to finish, hopefully, this album. I don't know if we're going to finish it with this kit or not. I do have 2 more spreads coming with this kit right there. See? There's the other one. I'm sorry for the language if you don't love that language, but it was acceptable for that story. All right, guys, don't forget to head over to Tracy Reed to get this while it is on a release discount. I will link it below. Thank you all for all of the well wishes and everything that I've been getting in all the comments for coming back and being back on the team and just getting back to scrapbooking. I'm so excited to be. You can't, honestly, it makes my heart so happy. I will be intermixing scrapbooking and card making though, so don't be worried as we have to get our Christmas cards done. All right, guys, I will talk to you soon and have a wonderful day.